It's mornings like this when I really start to rethink.
Until after practice when I realized just how much I love the sport and the opportunity that it gives me to strive for something bigger than myself and to learn more about myself. The workout we had this morning was a mixed bag. We had some Ks at threshold and then some broken Ks at mile pace. And it was a pretty good workout, but I'd say my favorite kind of workout are those lactic tolerance workouts, like the 2 sets of 4, 2, 2, 2, or 4 by 3 by 200, anything that gets the lactic acid swirling with big recoveries but shorter reps.
Get some good brawl series gameplay.
I'm at a coffee shop right now. I recently became a pretty big coffee drinker. I think I just love it for the atmosphere, whether I'm trying to be productive or trying to be social. The vibe is just great. But while I'm here, somebody asked what my favorite hobby is outside of running, and I'm doing it right now. It's, well, filming right now, videography. That's my favorite hobby. There's just something I love about having a camera in my hands, then getting to edit it later, and seeing smooth production, good videos coming out. I mean, I can get obsessed with it. I'm always shopping for new lenses. I recently got this little light that I'm super excited to make use of. Even though I wish I could have control over all of the video, I can't always record myself. These are my go-to guys. They both do a great job. They share the same vision as me, and I'm super thankful for these guys. How does one simply say, I guess I'll run D1. I was training for soccer, but I think I like this more, then do it? Yeah, I'm just as confused as you. I started running when I was in 7th grade, kind of just to stay in shape for soccer, and I didn't honestly even do much running, maybe 10 miles a week. I really started taking it seriously, I guess, my sophomore year of high school. That was when I knew I was decent, but soccer was still my main sport. It wasn't until about halfway through my junior high school season when I just randomly popped to 155. Then I started getting college letters, which I had never gotten for soccer, and I kind of just said, well, track's my thing now. Okay, I'm walking to physics right now. I just have to do a quick check-in, and then we'll come back and get into some of the heavier topics. Come on now, I know you guys know how to work mile split. In all seriousness, maybe someday I'll do a deep dive, but you can see literally what I ran in every single race through all of high school on athletic.net or mile split, I think. Go find that. Okay. Why LSU? I mean, come on. It's LSU. But I took 5 visits total. 3 of them were official, 2 of them were unofficial. I'd say my top 3 schools were LSU, Nebraska, and then Memphis. And what set LSU apart was just the amazing facilities, first and foremost. And then also, it's a Nike school, it's warm, and I kind of wanted to get far from home just to experience a new life. Obviously, also as a huge fan of the coaching, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Coach Franks. And though I didn't meet a lot of the team on my visit, I'm glad I ended up where I did. Oh, and a lot of people wanted to know how I felt about these new SEC changes. Things will all work out. In 10 years from now, it'll be the new normal. I mean, shit happens. What are your plans after graduating college? Look, I have 3 plans. Currently, I'm a kinesiology major, and I plan on going to PT school afterwards, graduating. Eventually, I'll start, my own clinic, live a good life. That's plan A. Plan B is that I somehow get a lot faster over the next 3 seasons. I sign a little pro contract somewhere. I keep making content as long as I can and hopefully earn enough money off of that to make a living. But then recently, I kind of reestablished my love of videography. So there's my plan C, is to get noticed by like Netflix or Nike or something like that and turn this little hobby of cameras and stuff into a career. I feel like this light is pretty harsh though. Y'all think so? Chillin' on a jet, now it's cloudy. Hit another state for a day, then I'm outie. I remember I was only popping in the county. That nigga always lose count when I'm counting. How the fuck you still ain't touched 10? Niggas childish. Working OT every week 100 hours. Say I'm acting funny, wait till I drop the album. Alright, before it gets too dark out here, I'm going to answer a couple more questions that don't really require any setup. First, we got books read. That's more of a statement than a question, but I guess we'll roll with it. Right now, I'm reading a book called The Slight Edge. I really like it so far. Last year, I read 10 books. I made that my goal. This year, I'm trying to get through 12. I'll put my whole book list here. How'd you get so good at Spanish? Okay, esta es una historia larga. pero la voy a cortar un poquito. Aprendí español desde chavito, neta. Pero cuando tenía, creo que 15 años, empecé trabajando en este restaurantito donde todos mis compas fueron mexicanos. Casi siempre me decían que aunque estaba hablando en español, no me pudieron entender porque hablaba tan formal. Pero ellos arreglaron mi español y aún no tengo fluidez y probablemente suene como güero, pero estoy practicando y mejorando cada día. And then lastly, what is the best thing about being from Kansas City? I mean, that's between barbecue and the Chiefs. I can't decide. Okay, one of the last things that I wanted to answer are what are the little things that make the biggest difference in your running? Obviously, you got the big things like your sleep, your nutrition, the types of recovery you're doing, those things. But one thing that I'm really working on lately is just trying to keep a positive attitude. I mean, I believe that happiness leads to success much more often than success leads to happiness, and I'm trying to utilize that in my running as much as I can. Every day at the workout, if I can come out of it feeling positive, no matter how well or poorly I did, it'll be a good day, and that happiness will lead to success. I'd say one of the hardest parts about being in the position I'm in is that sometimes I feel like I have like 4 different brains just tugging at me in every direction. I've got my content, I want to be a great student, I want to be a great athlete, and I want to be successful in my social life. So sometimes it can be hard to flip that switch from practice to film a video to go to class to study. I don't know, that's one of the reasons why videos are not as consistent on YouTube as I'd like them to be, but I'm working on it. I have a great plan for 2024. I mean, shoot, y'all can see. We got the content plan, upcoming stuff just this week alone, and I promise you, y'all are gonna see much, much more coming up soon. Stay tuned, subscribe if you're new, go tap in on Instagram. I think TikTok's getting banned, so hit the Strava up instead. See ya.
I wanna hear about everything you're ever thinking. You know that I can take the truth. Call me out if you think I'm never slipping. Maybe I can turn it around. Oh yeah. Baby, if you want us, you know time is on our side. Things are gonna haunt us, we'll just have to put aside. And I'm right here if you just need